Okay, so I'm going live here. You take care, Randall, and we'll plug along with some stuff that I'm going to show here. And if anybody wants to bring anything else up, we'll endeavor to entertain them.
Yep. All right. Later, DJ Mike, jump in there, do whatever you feel you want to do there, and same with everybody else. Appreciate you guys carrying this on today. I'll be back next Sunday with bells on. Monday at 8, they'll fix my neck, so I'll be happy the rest of the week.
So does that mean we get a bonus pay? Is this time and a half for double time, or what? How does this all work?
As soon as I get this credit card machine on the side of my radio to work, I'll make sure it fixes you up.
Okay, I want to be paid in U.S. funds. 7-3, my friend.
Okay, 73, Scott. Sorry. Have a good day there.
7-3's, Randall. Feel better, buddy.
Oh yeah, feel better, man. Get better. We'll. I'm sure there won't be too much air on the airways here. There'll be space filled up there. Hey, real quick, DJ, this is KD8MUK. I wanted to sidebar with you in a second or something. I don't know if you're just going to stream what's going on here right now, but I was just going to ask you a quick question about the audio. If I ever got that corrected.
Audio sounds really good. I am streaming right now, so it sounds good in my headphones.
Sounds pretty awesome here.
No, I remember DJ. I was on another frequency one time, like the following day, and you said it looked like it was running a little wide, and I just wanted to make sure I squeezed that back together.
Well, let me just kind of look here. Talk some more.
All right, this is Kilo Delta 8 Mike Uniform Kilo, checking audio to see if I squeeze the bandwidth back down a little bit together, so I'm not annoying anybody. Over.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it was. You still got a little wisp there, but it's to me it's acceptable.
Okay, Roger that. Well, I won't take up too much time with it, but I just figured I'd check real quick. I didn't want to annoy anybody.
Well, I guess you can start that live feed asking people if they got any questions or topics.
Well, let me just wait till the top of the hour.
Okay, well, I'll let you start it up then when the top of the hour gets here. Bring out the topics you want. Take the questions, I'm going to ride along. 84 KIP.
I'll be in there too. This is KY4BT.
Well, yeah, I'll hang out for a little bit in case any cool topics come up. If I got any input, I'll throw it out there. Or if I don't, I'll sit back and learn stuff.
I got my big A&W mug that I got years ago. I think probably before we were married. We were married in 74, so that's 50 years ago. And I got my... I bought one of those SodaStream carbonated machines, and I like my water a whole lot better now. So I don't drink pop. I just carbonate my water and drink that with some ice, and that's my refreshment.
Well, there you go. What was that again? What'd you do to your water? How'd you carbonate it? What is it?
It's called a SodaStream. There's different carbonation machines. SodaStream seems to be the popular one. So Canadian Tire had them on sale, so that's what I got. And well, I've had it for 4 or 5 weeks now, and still on the original cylinder. So I'll go through probably 3, 4, 5 quarts of water a day. I drink that much water.
Oh, copy that. Oh, okay. I was just curious. SodaStream. I'll have to look into that. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever had carbonated water or if I'd like it carbonated. But anything to get more water intake, I'll take it.
Yeah, the first couple times I drank it, I thought, "Oh, I'm not sure I like this." And it's as with everything, it's an acquired taste. And after about the 4th or 5th time, I really started to like it. And then when I drank regular water out of the fridge there, out of the cold spout there, it's just kind of plain. So I everything I drink now is carbonated, and it helps you with your digestion and that, and makes you burp and stuff like that. So a whole lot healthier than drinking pop or soda, is what you guys call, I guess, soda, but pop for me. So yeah. In fact, I even did my cranberry juice. I even carbonated it and gave it a try, and that made it get better too. So anyhow, we're at top of the hour. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo, Bravo Charlie.
Hey, KD8MUK, and yeah, shoot, thanks for the info.
Go ahead and identify, guys.
Kilo Yankee 4, Bravo Tango.
WB4 LOL.
84 KIP.
Well, we're gonna since Randall's kind of out of commission with neck problem, resting on the Chesterfield, I'll endeavor to do kind of run the show here a little bit and just kind of cover some stuff that I've found quite interesting. Generally, this is the Frontiersman net, and this is their website, and it's going to be updated. As all things, it takes time to get all these things done. So, but I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about how I came to never trust the media or the government anymore. Just it's got to where they're nothing but liars, and the media seems to be a propaganda arm of the government, and just turn the media right off. But what I do get information from would be social media. X, which is formerly Twitter, is a good one that I enjoy getting some information from, especially here in Canada, with what happened with the trucker convoy and the vaccine mandates and the vaccine injury support program. Canada had $32 million set aside for the vaccine injured. Administration took $20 million. Like, that's how bureaucracy works, you know. The people that were injured are getting nothing, but the bureaucracy is just bloated and, carrying on and thinking they're doing a good job. So then we have, we have the Arrive scam, SNC Lavalin, the WE scandal, Winnipeg lab investigation, all the ethics violations of the Trudeau Liberals. So, of course, the media doesn't cover that. They try to hide that up there. But again, the vaccine stuff, the injuries, the side effects, they're supposed to be safe and effective. Well, it's definitely come to pass that it's not, and has caused more harm than good. So, and then Neil Oliver, a storm is coming for the guilty. The Scottish political commentator says millions of lives have been ruined forever by big state, big pharma, and big media. And the last 4 years have been most dangerous and blatant assault on freedom. And where is it? I got to bring that back again here. I guess I can't show more. But anyhow, so yeah, people are getting awakening up to what our governments have done to us, media, and the other thing too. When you ever watch TV, we don't watch regular TV much, but there's a lot of advertisement. It's all to do with medical. Everything's medical. And where did I have that? Here we go. So why are there so many pharma ads on TV? According to ex-pharma insider Kaylee Means, the true goal of pharma ads on TV is not to sell drugs, but to buy off the news media. Thus, this is described as an open secret within the pharmaceutical industry. When more than 50% of your news industry's bills are paid by one industry, pharma, you are going to explicitly censor yourself, and you're going to self-censor yourself, says means. They know you're going to probably get that drug and pushed that drug by your doctor. The fact that pharma spends so much on news advertising buys the news itself. So I thought that was quite interesting. And this is, I'm on Telegram. There's a lot of interesting people on there. And Dr. Peter McCullough, there's Tucker Carlson and Naomi Wolf. Just a lot of interesting people that I follow on Telegram, professionals, and they were the ones blowing the whistle on the scam as far as the vax and the lockdowns and that. Dr. Robert Malone is another one, Dr. David Martin. So, as I say, social media has taken over, giving us information that the legacy media won't give you. Another one in Canada here is called Druthers. That's just druthers.ca. A lot of it's a kind of a newspaper, but it's independent, paid for by donations that we give to them for as well as you're buying a newspaper, I guess. So a lot of interesting stuff on there. And we also watch a lot of stuff on YouTube, and Rebel News right here. Rebel News, I've got that up on the screen here. They're the only news organization that we'll follow. And Alexa Lavoie, she did an interview with this couple. They're Canadians, but they're moving to, well, they have moved to Russia, to the state of Georgia. So I started, we subscribed to their YouTube channel and started watching them. So if you guys are interested in following, seeing what's going on, and they're a very good devout Christians. They've got what do they got? 9 kids. Yeah. So very interesting. We've been watching it the last couple of nights now, and there's a lot of reasons why they left the country. And I'm not going to go into that. I think you just need to follow that yourself. So if you go to YouTube and bring up Countryside Acres, then follow, subscribe to them and follow their story. So I think it was 4 months ago when they made the trek over. So they're going through that right now. So we're just starting to pick up on it. But so that's kind of the things I kind of wanted to throw out there. And again, the well, there's the other one here is the Old School Survival Network that Randall works with, and that's about it on my end here. So I guess I'll open this up to anyone of you that wants to bring something up, and we'll go from there. This is Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie after 7 minutes of talking.
Yeah, I'm like you. This is Kilo Yankee 4 Bravo Tango. I don't watch a whole lot of the news anymore because I don't remember who's lying and who's telling the truth. I pretty much watch it though, and I even watch the other channels, the other news channels besides Fox, just to see what the left heard about the right. Then I had to put my own 2 cents in there. Tucker Carlson, though, he is pretty good, and there's a few others that I would watch. Anyway, this is Yankee 4 Bravo Tango.
Roger, yeah. Well, I think the media has really hurt themselves by being so biased and not reporting the news accurately, and always slanting it. And of course, that old story: if it bleeds, it leads, and they always glorify it. So, anybody else? Go ahead.
Yeah, we got somebody kind of right beside us there. I was gonna throw out real quick. I didn't know somebody had mentioned last time about running a net logger. So I went ahead and started one and got it up there. We don't have like a legitimate check-in, so I don't have everybody in there yet. I'm just adding names as I hear them and can think of them and stuff like that. It's up to everybody whether or not they want me to actually do it or just wait till next week.
Okay, Frontiersman net right there.
K8WLS, I logged in there.
All right, well, yeah, I got it up and running, but again, I don't have everybody's call signs. Like I said, there wasn't a formal check-in, so I started it. If you guys are accessing it, it made me use a password, so I just put 1, 2, 3, 4. If you guys want to add yourselves, or I can do them as I catch them.
Yeah, it's best.
So Delta 4 Kilo India football, Philip here in Northeast Tennessee.
Yeah, it's best if one looks after NetLogger and just puts it in. If you subscribe to QRZ paid subscription, then it propagates itself.
Oh, I gotcha. It's pulling them up. As I put names in, it's I got my QRZ stuff in there, and it seems to be populating at least the state, city, and stuff. So, what was Phil? Man, I've talked to you 1,000 times, and I don't think I've ever wrote down your call sign. If you want to start, throw yours out there again. I'll throw it in there real fast. And DJs, I can't remember yours either. It's on a piece of paper over here somewhere. But I don't know if you guys want to start. Just start with Phil, go to DJ, and I'll just start putting them in.
Yeah.
Okay. Kilo Delta 4 Kilo India Papa.
All right, we got Phil.
Okay, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
Yeah.
All right, we got Eli, Phil, and DJ in there.
Okay, Kilo Yankee 4 Bravo Tango Jim.
Okay, that last one was Kilo.
Yes, Kilo Yankee 4 Bravo Tango KY4BT. That's Jim here in North Georgia.
All right, okay, copy. Got you.
Kilo Delta 4 Alpha Echo Kilo. Thanks, Randy.
Oh, one more time on Kilo Delta 4 Alpha.
Echo Kilo.
All right, Charles, Chuck, you got a preference? That's what I got in there.
Randy.
Oh, Randy. Well, okay, middle name. I got you.
Chicken Man.
Yeah, the nice thing about NetLogger is you can see the call signs and the names, and then that way it's easy at a glance to see who is who.
And here's WB4 LOL for the list.
Now, don't forget to bring up your AM windows.
Okay, well, we got WB4 LOL. And yeah, I didn't have the AIM window in there. I need to pull that up too, huh? Oh, and I guess there's that other one, the monitors too. That'd probably help. I could see lurkers and all that stuff, right?
Roger, roger.
All right, well, I don't know if is that all of them? All we got check-ins. Last one I got was WB4 LOL. Now I got that as Joshua. You got a preference on the name?
Yeah, you call me Buck.
Oh, Buck. Okay, yeah, I talked to you just yet or not.
Joshua?
Yeah, man. It's a strong biblical name.
Oh, man. Man, I thought my name was Gary.
Well, what was that one? Was there a KB3?
Randall's got an issue with a pinched nerve in the neck, so DJ and the other gentleman are taking over today. Over.
Okay, well, I'll be listening. I'm kind of in and out. I ended up with bronchitis, so I ain't feeling 100%. I'll be listening in, maybe chipping some stuff there, and every now and then.
Okay, were you able to copy Chris?
I'm not sure. What was the call?
Alpha 1 Radio Lima.
Okay, we got you in there.
10 Kilo Alpha 9, Fox Tango Mike.
Alrighty, we got Kilo Alpha 9 Fox Tango Mike.
This is November 4 X-Ray Romeo Papa.
Okay, Ken, we got you in there, N4XRP.
Yeah, I go by Don, my middle name.
All right, cool. We got that correct. Yeah, anybody? If anybody's got a particular name they want, listed instead of what comes up, Doug, let me know.
Randall, that's got me thinking. When you look at all those call signs, what did the government, the Department of Communications, do before computers? How did they know what call signs were still available and such? That's what kind of makes you wonder. Was there a bank of people going through and seeing, okay, yep, that call sign's being used, yep, that one's been used, oh, this one's free, we'll give them that call sign.
It's just a lot slower.
A lot more people than machines back then.
Most likely.
Okay, I got a KO4HEF. Was that one wanting to check in?
Roger that. This is Kilo Oscar 4, Hotel Echo Foxtrot. Mark, here's Tennessee, not copy.
Oh, I got 10 over on you here.
Hey, there you go again.
US Officer, I have you 5959 here. Thank you.
Okay, well, I don't know. If that's everybody, I don't know. We could, is that anybody else? I miss anybody? Last one I got was a KO4HEF.
KB3DOR in the crazy house.
Hello, bro.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, man, what's going on?
Randall's got a pinched nerve in the neck, so a couple other gentlemen DJing this other gentleman go run the neck.
What's up, Rob?
Not a whole lot, Big D. Tell Randall he needs to stay away from them big girls.
Big girls need loving, too.
Done messed up his neck.
Yeah, playing Superman or something.
Right, Joe.
Man, we got down to wrestle a little bit. But we got it just that.
Right, you're right.
You may carry on. I'm just a listener.
Well, all right. Well, KD8MUK here. Got Rob was the last one. KB3DOR. Anyone else after that? All right. Well, nothing heard here, man. I don't want to be net control, that's for sure. But anyways, if you want, I'll start highlighting them going down the list. If anybody wants to do something, or you'll just want to keep this open format, that'd be easier.
Yeah, just keep it an open format. DJ has some interesting things he wanted to bring in.
You know what, guys? I want to be Christopher Reeves for playing Superman.
Well, I kind of brought up subjects, briefly discussed them or just showed them, and I am streaming. For those that may not know, I am live streaming. That stream will be saved on YouTube as well. You can either go to YouTube and look up my call, Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie, or you can go to my QRZ page. There's a link there to the live stream. But I just kind of briefly touched on a few subjects. If someone wants me to get a little bit more information, a little bit more, I can bring that up and go in a little bit more in depth. But it's kind of an open forum. So anybody else got some info, or anybody else want to bring anything up? Go ahead.
Could you give me your call sign again?
It is Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
Okay, I got the Victor Alpha 3, and I didn't get the last.
It's Kilo Bravo Charlie, KBC, Kilo Bravo Charlie.
Okay, thank you much. This is KY4BT, and I'll turn it back over to you. Oh, that's the Canadian call, man.
Well, I'm glad you woke up, Randy.
Yeah, speaking of that propaganda stuff, if I may make a comment, this is WB4LOL.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the tactics that our government is using right now, as well as Canada, is very well documented tactics that Joseph Goebbels used for the Nazi Party. Over.
The more you tell the lie over and over again, the more people will believe that it's true.
That and blame others of that which you are guilty, all those. But he was a genius. He got that whole populace over there to believe that killing Jews was a good idea.
Yeah, and we have, we had, or you guys had a president who was gifted in his speech giving abilities, and people just fawned all over him.
Yep, it was a cult of personality, and the cheating that's going on in our elections nowadays is just horrific. It really is. It really has become a banana republic, and Joe Biden's not legitimate. He wasn't elected by the people. That's clear. Everyone knows that. Over.
Well, like I had mentioned as well here, what we have going on in Canada, what the government wants to do with these bills by making, whoops, I don't want to show that, but this guy right here, Arif Virani, we have politicians that were not born in this country that are now members of parliament and have high-ranking positions. They want to arrest and jail people for saying the wrong thing on the internet or social media or in public. Someone complains, you can be fined $70,000, $20,000 to $70,000 and life in prison. So that's what this government here in Canada is wanting to do, and it's people are starting to open up their eyes. Now there's still those that are Kool-Aid drinkers and just believe everything the media says and the government, and they think they want to be coddled by the government, taken care of by the government. But if you look in Europe, there's 20 different countries where the farmers are they're against the government and what they want to do as far as cutting back agriculture, the taxes that they impose, the other thing is the carbon taxes, but also cut back on fertilizer, cut back on cattle, all the production. They want to get rid of farmers. So Europeans have been hungry in the past. They've had 2 world wars, so they know hunger. So the people are siding with the farmers, and the media is not showing that. They're not showing the things that are going on with the demonstrations by the farmers against the government officials.
Unfortunately, you all gave up your right to defend yourself.
Yeah, well, there are quite a few gun owners in Canada, but the government's trying to make that even take any more of our rights away. Like even owning a shotgun, they want to take that right away. A shotgun and .22 rifle on the farm is a piece of utility equipment. We've had rabid. I had rabid fox. I've had raccoons that were sick come into the yard, so you had to dispatch them. The best way is, with the shotgun. And this, it was a tool that we used on the farm for self-preservation. But the government wants to take our rights away. They wanted to ban legal gun owners from having firearms. So it's the government. All these other countries that were run by dictators, that was the first thing they did, was disarm the citizens.
Why don't your people rise up against them?
Say again?
I said, why don't the people just rise up against them?
Because there are too many, for lack of a better word, pussies that live in this country. Europeans are a lot tougher. They don't take this baloney. But Canadians, like, they've been brainwashed by the CBC, and they're pacifists. They'll just, the government knows what's best for us.
You Canadians have been too polite for too long.
And the trucking convoy showed that what could be done, but then the government, rather than Trudeau coming out to meet these people and having a conversation with them, he labeled them a lot of bad things, and then locked their bank accounts and froze their accounts, and had the police come in and beat them and so on and so forth to shut them down. So that's what happened. It was a peaceful demonstration. There was no violence. Everything that the media and the government was saying was lies. People that were there seen that what the government media was saying was lies. So, but there's still people that believe the media, and they think that the truckers convoy was a bad thing. So there's a group of people that are ignorant and stupid. Ignorant you can educate. Stupid is forever. And we have a lot people here that with a liberal mindset, that liberalism is a mental disorder, and in my opinion, they're stupid.
And that's why I shut down my TD bank account, 84WR.
Yep. There's a lot of people that did that.
Yeah, you Canadians have been polite for way too long, it seems like. Yeah, this is KE8WLS here in Ohio. Just enjoying the beautiful day we have here. Listening to all you guys. Appreciate the net today.
Yeah, well,
XRP.
During World War II, we were one of the best fighters. They sent Canadians into some pretty tough battles and did quite well. So we were known for our fighting abilities, but the Liberal governments have really butchered up the military, and Trudeau and Freeland have sent billions of dollars to Ukraine. Of course, that's all money laundering. It all comes back. But they've sent billions of dollars to Ukraine, and yet our Canadian military are without any supplies. Some of them are living in tents. They can't even afford housing, so they're not doing very well. And yet they send all this money to Ukraine, which is nothing but a big money laundering machine there.
Anyone else?
Contact.
Go ahead.
Yeah, this is M4 XRP. Don in Louisville. I do want to make a comment about something that you said a while ago. You said that liberalism is a mental disorder. I would take issue with that. If you have a mental disorder, you can't help that. That's an illness. That means that's an illness. What I think liberalism is just pure evil. It's as simple as that.
Well, I was being kind, I guess. But I think you're maybe more on the mark there.
Yeah, liberalism is a chosen disorder. Well, it just all comes from liberalism is basically communism, socialism, whatever you want to call it.
but it originates with Satan, and Satan knows what he's doing, and so you have to kind of be on the lookout for that. But no, I don't think it's a mental illness whatsoever. If it was a mental illness, it could probably be fixed. You can't fix stupid.
That's what I said. There's ignorant and there's stupid. So, but yeah, well, I'm in agreement with you, I guess, to which I think you have stated it a little bit better than what I did.
Anyone else?
Hey, if you're stupid, can an education fix that? MK2 about me. 4WS.
VA3KBC, bottom of the hour.
N4XRP. KD8MUK.
WB4 LOL.
Hey, I got a question. There's a big story a couple of years ago about the guy in Canada who was going to go with the assisted suicide because he couldn't find affordable housing. Whatever happened? Did you ever see anything, any follow-up on that story?
Actually, yes. Let me. I got to bring this up here. I got to remember where it was. Yes, that is a big story in Canada. I forget how many. Oh golly, where was that now? Give me a second here to find it. But that is a big story in Canada as far as. Yeah, there's a young lady that came out. She got the Moderna jab and became paralyzed from the waist down. The doctor said, yeah, it was because of the vaccine, which isn't a vaccine; it's a bioweapon. So they offered medical assisted death. That's what they're doing. There's a lot of people that have issues that the doctors are offering that, and especially in older people, because the government says, well, you're costing us money, so why not just take the medical assisted induced death, and then you're not a burden on us or your family. And that just opens up another big can of worms.
Yeah, well, down here, if they offer you medical assistance, it would be another booster.
I think that's up to 8 now.
Something like that. Plus, they got the new vaccines for the new diseases.
The best thing is vitamin D3. There's a lot of, your body can do a lot of things. And they also, people were saying, well, we didn't know. Bullshit. There was a lot of doctors that were coming out. Peter McCullough, David Malone, a lot of them, Dr. Tenpenny, all saying there are other uses. There's hydroxychloroquine, ivermectin, all were therapeutics, but those are very inexpensive. So with the kickbacks that the pharmaceuticals were giving the government giving kickbacks to corporations and businesses to get everybody jabbed, that's why they were doing that, pushing that. And then there was the doctors and nurses that, no, I don't want to take that. Well, then they were fired. So now the hospitals are hurting because they have fewer, people, nurses and doctors that are really, really needed here in Canada. I wish I could find that article. But anyhow, so it's, it's self-inflicted here, what the government's done to us and the people. So you guys carry on for a minute here. VA3KBC.
I wonder if David Malone, seeing kin to Sylvester Stallone.
Well, see, that's part of the reason they came out and outlawed the doctors and the hospitals to give you hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin, which was proven for over 40 years to be very effective against those proteins. And it was the protein they didn't want you to destroy. Over.
Yeah, Philip, also, Dr. Malone mentioned the drug famotidine, TODINE, which is an antacid, actually stops the spread of the COVID virus once it's in your body.
There was...
VA I took it shortly after I got that IV. They stopped giving it. They wouldn't allow them to give it.
Yeah, there...
Fusion was one alternative early on, and then they stopped it too because it has success.
Well, this all plays into the hands of liberalism, which you guys were talking about earlier.
And that's nothing more than a Marxist regime, over.
Well, liberalism is the very foundations of its system of automation that's been created over the last thousands of years is based on exploitation of others, which is essentially slavery. All they can do is exploit people. They can't do anything themselves.
Yeah, Peter McCullough, they had a, and I had it on here, but that was a while ago. He had a regimen to get rid of the spike proteins out of the body, and hopefully I can find it here. Oh, okay, there we go. This Canadian woman was paralyzed from the neck down as a result of a Moderna COVID booster. Canada's healthcare system offered her medical assistance, dying twice.
Yeah, because now she's a burden to the state.
Which was caused by the state.
Exactly.
Yeah, there was also a guy up there. He was just wanted to get it because he couldn't afford housing. He wasn't even ill.
Yeah, that was original. That's how it got started. That's that information came out originally.
They were all caught in the hamster wheel.
No, not unless you subjugate. You're not caught in anything unless you subjugate, because the whole system of liberalism is based on subjugation.
Okay.
What you're living under.
Son works for UPS here in Louisville at the International Hub, UPS's biggest hub. And he's been there for 36 years. He can retire anytime he wants to, but he wouldn't have anything to do, so he works. They ordered him to take a COVID shot, and my son basically told them they could hang it on the wall or put it where the sun don't shine. He said, "You make me take that, and I'm going to sue you, and I will win." Well, guess what? They didn't. He didn't get the shot.
Okay, here it is right here. I've got it on the screen. Detox from spike proteins. Here's how, in 74 seconds per Dr. Peter McCullough. Detox from spike proteins. Look at these cardiac arrests, major blood clots, people going down. It's because the spike protein is not being cleared out of the body, remarked Dr. McCullough. He recommended 3 key supplements to degrade the spike proteins and reduce inflammation. Nattokinase, 200 units twice a day. Bromelain, 500 milligrams once a day. Nicotinamide and bromelain both degrade the spike protein in different ways. They accelerate the clearance of it together. And curcumin, 500 milligrams twice a day, reduce inflammation and spike protein damage. Let me bring that up. Okay. Where's the audio here? There should be. Oh, right there. Right here.
The biggest response is, "Oh my God, I took the vaccine. I took the shot. What do I do to protect myself from the aftermath?" And you just gave a program that you're suggesting to people. Can you say it again, please?
Yeah, we have a major paper that's been accepted now for publication. Will come out. Base spike detox means it's a base of therapy. You can add other things to it, but we think it's necessary in everybody. We need 2 ways to degrade the spike protein, get it out of the body. First is nattokinase, Nattokinase, 2,000 units twice a day. The second is bromelain, 500 milligrams once a day. They both degrade the spike protein different ways. They accelerate the clearance of it together. And the last is something to reduce inflammation and spike protein damage. That is curcumin, either in the nano or liposomal form is fine. Curcumin, 500 milligrams twice a day. All of these are available over the counter. They are readily available. And I can tell you, people ought to get going on this because these syndromes, as we're finding out, are bad. Look at these cardiac arrests, major blood clots, people going down. It's because the spike protein is not being cleared out of the body. People can take control of their own bodies and get after this.
And the strep, and I was negative on all, thank goodness. I'm really surprised. I figured I would have struck 1 out of 3.
They check RSV?
Nope, they didn't. Nothing about RSV.
That's kind of wild, because they've been doing that here. They've been checking for the RSV as well.
84 WRH.
84 KIP.
VA3KBC. There's
4 Bravo Tango.
4 X-ray radio pop-up.
AA1RL.
There's a link. There's a link on my QRZ page. 40 facts you need to know, the real story of COVID. You guys need to click on that and read that, especially the diagnosis and PCR tests.
The cancers are proteins and parasites. A lot of diseases are lack of minerals and vitamins. You have a depletion that's causing error in your body and it's trying to combat. The heavy metals and so forth, the toxins, the parasites feed off of are in our refined and processed foods. Cancer Society has come out with papers, JAMA's come out with papers that parasitic activity in our bodies is a daily common thing, and we need to purge ourselves either with a detox or a detox of not eating. If you do that regularly, that helps because it gives them less fats and sugars to feed on, and so they end up dying. And the thing is, when they die, they leave a bunch of babies behind, so it's a constant thing. You gotta do your detox, or you gotta take a solution to flush your body. And there's plenty of those out there. It's in nature's cures. KD4 KIT.
Yeah.
I was about to say, hey, if you drink 15 glasses of water each day, that'll flush your system out, and you'll feel a lot better.
If you drink too much water, you can get toxicity from the water. You can drink too much and overhydrate. You have to be careful with your water intake. Depends on the size of the person.
Yeah, and it depends what medications. I'm on diuretics, so I'm constantly going to the bathroom, so I'm flushing out. But ivermectin is also a treatment for parasites and COVID and Lyme disease. So as I said, there's links on my QRZ page, and if you guys are interested in reading up. But like I said, the 40 facts you need to know, the real story of COVID, click on that link, and there's a lot of information there as well. So I think what it all boils down to and is the fact that we have to look after ourselves and each other. We cannot rely on the government. We can't rely on the media, the pharmaceutical, anything that nature can provide us health-wise, we should be looking into and sharing that. So it's, as I said, we got to look after each other and ourselves, because the government certainly isn't going to do that. They're actually taken from us, and they would just as soon be us not be around. So wherever we can find information on self-help and gardening and stuff like that, I think that's the best thing that we can do. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie.
Hey, Philip.
Yeah.
You were talking about water a minute or so ago. One thing that I found out, it's been, 2 or 3 years or so ago, the government came out and told us that we should drink between 8 and 10 8-ounce glasses of water a day. Come to find out, that's all bullshit, too. You don't need that much.
Dogs and cats off the shelves, because that's where people were getting it. That shows you how well ivermectin works. When the government puts a law out there, you can't buy it over the counter anymore.
Philip?
Yes.
Yeah, think I doubled with you. What I was saying was, you were talking about water a while ago. The government came out, if you recall, and said we should be drinking between 8 and 10 8-ounce glasses of water per day. Come to find out, that's all bullshit, too. We don't need that much water.
And
the doctors want you to drink at least 64 ounces a day. Some people may need that, some people may not. It depends on the working conditions, how much you're sweating out. If you're going to sweat all day, yeah, you want to replenish yourself throughout the day. And it's good to have 5 or 6 bottles of water on a good hot day to keep your system flushed out. It also helps flush the toxins out doing that. But on the cooler days, you're not gonna sweat so much. You're not getting rid of the toxins, so your body's not going to take as much water to make it function properly for you to urinate properly. Over.
Yeah. Don't forget that drinking water also helps with your bowel movements too. Keeps you regular.
And
exactly, Don. The flushing and all that, you're flushing all your electrolytes out of your system at the same time. So if you don't replenish the electrolytes, then you have a problem.
Yeah, adding lemonade or lemon to your water every once in a while is good. That helps flush out toxins as well. But golly, I was going to say something more. There's so many guys keying up there so fast and everything, and I've lost concentration on what I was going to add. But carry on, gentlemen.
Well, hey guys, this is KD8MUK. I just wanted to throw out there. I went ahead and just closed down the net thing since we're just kind of open and everything like that, unless somebody wants me to pull it back open. But since we're just kind of open, it's just kind of an open format there, and everything's kind of how it is. I just went ahead and closed the net logger down.
It's still up, Michael. If you don't X out, mine's still up, so I'm leaving it up. So I've got the names and the calls. So just that can't add anything, but that's okay.
Okay, well, and like I said, if anybody rather it be back up, I would, but I figured it was just pretty open. I wasn't sure how long we was going to run it anyway, so I just figured I'd shut it down just so it didn't confuse anyone.
Well, we're dazed and confused at the best of times.
Hey, Don, the reason why the government wants you to drink so much water is so you get your daily dose of fluoride and be a good citizen.
And all the other.
Yeah, now they're finding... Oh, I know what I was going to say. Thanks for bringing up the fluoride. Yeah, fluoride is not good. The government also said don't eat eggs, don't eat milk or meat, cheese, all that stuff. You know, that's bad, cholesterol, all that. There's so many people now that have gone on a carnivore diet that they've lost weight, they're feeling better, have more energy, they're not getting sick and that. So so everything the government tells you has been bullshit.
Because your brain needs fat. That's the way we operate. Cereal eliminates the fat from our system, so our brains shrink, and all the brain diseases we have are caused by it.
Bingo, bingo, bingo.
Farm organization out there, you can go on the web and look them up. It'll tell you the closest farm towards you that you can access to get raw milk and butter and so forth. So there is a network for that. I don't remember what the network was called, but you can probably just look it up and it'll bring up a network. But that's good to know that we have some push for real raw milk again.
I was raised on a dairy, and I'll tell you what, real milk tastes a whole lot better than what you find in the store. That's the store's been watered down, all the vitamins cooked out of it, and everything else. Thank you, government.
And you know that came about because they had one herd that had moved to another state. They set up shop. They didn't have the sufficient feeding grounds for the animals, so they fed them garbage, pretty much. And they developed a bacteria, and instead of fixing the diet and getting rid of the bad bacteria, that's when they switched over to pasteurizing the milk, so you could feed them cows anything. Over?
Roger that, yeah, and I'm telling you, real milk, I call it real milk, is the best milk you can get. You can scrape the top off of it, make good biscuits and everything. And I was going to say, Bill had mentioned cancer earlier. And, the Lord provides us with everything in nature to take care of stuff like that. If more people would quit killing the dandelions and start picking them and making tea, you wouldn't see as much cancer anymore.
Well, you remember they started making things seedless. They tell you not to eat the apricot seed, which is one of the strongest natural cancer killers out there. And there's other vegetables and stuff that do the same thing. There's quite a list of foods. If you got cancer, gets rid of the parasites as well, because it's killing off the parasites. Chemo's not the answer. Radiation's not the answer. That's a short term, and most of the time it don't work.
So if we was meant to be using that, I mean, it would have been more than with us to use.
Well, that caution sign's there for a reason, and those leaded walls and separation when they're scanning you, that should pretty much be a no-brainer.
Roger that. This is KY4BT.
Getting back to the COVID, I've been the last few years now, all winter long I do that queer sitting. And this is the first time I've been sick in a long time.
Well, I'd like to bring up a crop that I learned about recently. Is that okay, WB4LOL?
Go ahead.
The Jerusalem artichoke was used for years when settlers moved here as a potato kind of food, and it's very easy to grow, and it's a very hardy plant. You eat the root of it. It's like a tuber, I believe, but it has a long stalk that grows above ground.
Yes, it does, and it's a wonderful plant, and it did replace potato before potatoes came.
So I'm going to try planting some of those this year and see what that turns out to be like.
Oh, they grow very easily. Give them just some soft soil, and you'll be surprised at what they'll do.
Yeah, please let us know back, please. This is KY4BT.
Oh, I definitely will on the net here. I plan on tilling up about another quarter acre here for this year's garden. So we're living on the side of an extinct volcano, so there's a lot of red dirt, and I'm not sure how that's going to react, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's.
What's going to happen when that volcano becomes active again?
It'll cook the food for him.
And just get you some good organic manure. And make sure you got your potassium, your phosphorus, and what's the other one I'm thinking of?
Magnesium
and nitrogen. Just make sure you get those nitrogens up so you're in the good fertile zone with a pH of 7 to 8.
Yeah, the old NPK mixture.
Yep.
NPK, that's the one. Yep.
Yep. Another.
Well, the most fertile soil there is.
Another thing here, guys. Following on Twitter X here, scandal in Slovenia. The head nurse of the University Medical Center of Ljubljana, which takes care of receiving the vaccine bottles, resigned today. She went in front of the cameras and took out the vaccine bottles. She showed people the codes on the bottles, which were contains 1, 2, or 3 digits in the code, and then explains the meaning of those numbers. Number 1 is a placebo, saline. Number 2 is mRNA. Number 3 is mRNA and oncogene, a mutated gene that triggers the development of cancer. People who receive it will develop soft tissue cancer within 2 years. She says that she personally witnessed all the politicians and tycoons receiving the number 1 vial for the vaccine, so they all received a saline solution, a placebo. And that's why you'll see people that had no effect whatsoever, and then others that these tuber cancers are showing up now. There was 3 different batches. I knew that a couple of years ago. I heard that. So that if someone says, well, I took it and I'm fine, well, you might have got the placebo, the saline. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Well, I didn't know about the third batch. I knew about the first one. That's what I said earlier. One was saline, the other one was the chemical, and each booster has less saline in it. So by the time you get to the latter boosters, you're getting the pure chemical.
We are the drug trials.
We're the guinea pigs. That's what I said 3 years ago. We were the guinea pigs. Some of us were.
Well, if you guys that are watching the stream, if you could subscribe, would be great. Like and share and subscribe, that would be great. I've got, I think, 169 subscribers, but just to get the word out, what the Frontier Network is here, the alternative news and opinions. So just to help out, get information out, and maybe get more people awoke to the fact of what the government and the media has done to us.
Well, that's kind of how the Outlaws came together with that name 3 years ago, because we had the like minds and we were finding these articles and trying to express to people, you need to read this before you do that. But anyway, that's what we've been about last 3 years. Over.
Very good. Anybody that's watching the stream, is the audio okay for the what's coming off the radio, and then mine as well?
Yeah, DJ, do you have a Patreon site?
No, I don't. I've heard of them, but I don't know what they're all about.
Okay, well, I was going to have a way to get you your funding.
Oh, I know some of the guys on YouTube. Mike Mitchell, the farmer up in Saskatchewan, they farm. It's a family farm. They farm 40,000 acres. He has a Patreon. He says if you want more information, there's a Patreon page, and so that's what that's about. It's a paid page then.
I don't know the ins and outs of the inside of that one. You know what you got to give up to get it. I don't know that aspect of it because I don't have one. But okay, if subscribing and that gets you where you need to go, that's I was just asking.
Well, I'm not doing it for monetary. I mean, the YouTubers that are in the hundreds of thousands and a million subs, they're making money, but me with 169 subscribers is nothing. And I didn't click anything for I think, I'm not sure what it is, maybe 5,000 before you see a penny or anything. I'm not doing it for that. I just want to get people, make people aware of what is going on and what is happening around us, because I get frustrated when you listen to guys, yeah, you know, this hockey team or this baseball team or whatever, they know all the stats of the players and everything, but they don't know shit about what's going on around them as far as the politics and the bureaucracy, how corrupt everything is around them, and they just la, I don't care, I don't want to talk about it, you know, but let's talk about hockey or baseball or basketball, that's football, you know, they're really into that, but the rest of the things that are very important to their lives and livelihood, they're just plain stupid about it. So that's why I want to get this information out, whether it's regarding you know, the dangers of the jab, and then what we have that can help for those that have had it, and you know, gardening as far as organic, and you know, growing, being self-sufficient, I guess is what I'm trying to say. There's another which Randall brought up last time, and I'm going to see if I can let me bring this up here. It's another couple that we follow on YouTube here, and they're in Azerbaijan, and they subscriptions. They have a small farm, and oh my God, it's just beautiful what they're farming and gardening and all that looks. Oh, where here we go. Country Life Vlog. I brought this up before. You guys want to watch some really beautiful flowers and gardening and animals? Country Life Vlog. I just brought that up now. That's really a good site. The pristine, and when she's making something, you wonder what the heck she's making, but there's just so much to appreciate from what they're doing there. They've got that one there, and there's another one, CLV. It's the same people, But so they've got 2. So they got 51,000 subscribers for that one. Country Life Vlog, they have 6.17 million subscribers. And so, there's this one right here from 9 months ago, 1.5 million views, making barbecue charcoal in iron barrels and cooking lamb skewers. So there's a lot that you can garner from YouTube. Some people say, oh, YouTube's garbage. No, it's not. There's a lot of interesting stuff. There's a lot of educational stuff, and just items that are very enjoyable to watch. So again, Country Life Vlog and CLV, which kind of stands the same, but that's the 2 different sites. We watched the Summer Watermelon Delights Best Treat for Real. And, oh my goodness, I'm out of all the vegetables and fruits and stuff like that, watermelon's my favorite. VA3KBC at the top of the hour.
84 WRH, and I'll let everybody else say.
84 KIP.
W4XRP.
88 WLS.
88 MUK.
Hey, Phil, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I was just wondering if you've seen where the Attorney General of New York is going to sue the largest beef producer because of emissions from the house. I can't believe this madness.
Well, New York's its own self-destruction. I'm just going to wave bye to New York, Chicago, L.A., and all the other big cities that let this happen on purpose. So, bye-bye to them. Let the immigrants have those little sections. The rest of us just need to be left alone and let us do our thing to get back to what we used to have.
You got that one right. I think maybe I might get a couple cows out in my backyard, because I can imagine what they're going to do to the price of beef. It's just insanity. You got Trump announced you're going to go off to the largest beef producer to try to get money out of them. It's just one big racket. I hope they think up there in New York. KB6WJA.
New York is on its way to becoming a dump.
It's been that way for a long time. Finally coming to a head and popping. Yeah, well, you see what happened down Texas. Over 1 million acres of farmland burned up, grazing land, so there's no food for the animals that survived the fire. They lost hundreds of heads of cattle down there. So, yeah, and another chicken farm, by the way, also caught fire in another section of Texas. So, they're eliminating our food source.
Hey, Philip? New York, that's just like a big, horrendous ditch. You wait till it gets ready to pop, and then you put pressure on it, and it pops you right between the eyes.
Well, all you gotta do is look at any major city, not just here, around the world. They all have the same problem. People on the streets, drugs rampant. They created the problem, now they want to clean it up. Oh, well, we thought it'd be euphoria. Of course you did. You thought it'd be euphoria for you. Let these blue states become a whole new entity. I'm waiting for one of the first red states to go ahead and succeed, hopefully Texas. Then there'll be quite a few following, and that's what we need. We need to have our own little separate country within a country. They can keep their blue states, and they can stay in their blue states, and the rest of us can travel freely in the red states.
Do you mean like a reservation?
Hey, is that the creepy attic-style governor in New York? Is he up for re-election?
I think so.
That'll speak tons if they re-elect her. They deserve what happens to her.
Randall, can you get up? Do you want to say anything when we finish up here?
And DJ, thank you for giving us an opinion outside of our local news, but somebody on the ground from Canada.
Yes, we definitely appreciate that input, DJ.
Well, we are North America. We are brothers and sisters. We are each other's largest trading partners. We work together for our livelihoods. Goods and services travel back and forth. So I want you guys to do well so that we can do well. There's an old saying in Canada: when the elephant sneezes, the mouse catches the cold. So we want you guys to do good, and then we in turn do well as well. So, but we do have both countries have an issue with politicians that are dictatorial and tyrants, and they need to be purged. We have media that's also not reporting. See, the media now is not in the business of information. They're in the business of influencing opinion. There is no investigative journalist. There isn't no two sides to the story. They're just strictly they're just the propaganda arm of the liberal and NDP governments here. And people are seeing through it now. They still, of course, we still have those that are Kool-Aid drinkers and just follow the media and think everything that they say is gospel. So we have to make people aware, and it's hard for people to say, maybe I was wrong and maybe you were right. So it's a hard pill to swallow. But if we keep pounding away and keep bringing this information out, and how to live a better life and be better to each other, maybe some of this will rub off and we can move forward. But because we got two great countries here on North America, so we need to work together to better it. And that's all I can do is kind of do this and do a live stream and post the stuff and tell people, kind of look into social media, Twitter, X. There's a lot of interesting stuff there. Telegram, Gab. I don't do Facebook, but I do Gab. So it's not censored. Telegram isn't. It's kind of Telegram is. I got involved with it through guys in South Africa, Australia, and down from Florida. So there's a lot of interesting people on there. Like I said, Dr. Peter McCullough, Dr. David Malone, and let me just bring that up again here. Telegram. So yeah, I'm following the control group. There's COVID vaccine victims, Robert Malone, David Martin, Edward Dowd, Peter McCullough, Naomi Wolf, Dr. Naomi Wolf. Vaccine COVID adverse reactions, Tucker Carlson, Dirt Road discussions, Private Canadian News. So there's a lot that I have on there that I follow. So so we're getting information and sharing information is what I'm trying to say. VA3KBC.
Hey, DJ. Yeah, don't forget Dr. Bonitaria.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, there's a lot out there. Some people just don't want to investigate. You go down the rabbit hole and read the information. That's sad. They don't want to make it better. Common sense.
I'm on Telegram a lot.
Just because they say it does, make it make sense. Put it through your mind. Think about what was said and what they're going to do with that platform. Make it make sense how it's going to benefit you. Katie 4KIT.
Hey, DJ.
WVA3KL.
Feeling a little better, Randall?
Well, I made it over here. I've been listening the whole time. You guys done good. I did correspond with Mike a little bit. He's the only one I've got his number. And, I do got DJ's number, but he's already got his hands full. So, I didn't talk to anybody else. But I'll do better after Monday. I've got all the signs. Every single sign I got is dealing with the tick bite. I've got a cold and my neck's stiff. I don't have nothing around my chest. I don't have a bullseye, although it would probably kind of be hard to tell where it's located. But I will know Monday because they're going to take X-rays so I can take him to the chiropractor as well as draw some blood there.
Hey, Randall, try going in the woods there, sending somebody in the woods, get you some turkey tail mushroom, and brew that into a tea, man. That stuff is real good for the immune system. Over.
Yeah, all this blended turkey, mushroom will do it.
Yeah, Reese, too.
Yeah.
Four blend mushroom.
Yep, reishi, turkey tail, all them wood lovers are real good medicinal.
Have you by any chance put a castor oil pack on your neck?
No, I ran out of it using it on my belly. I used a small bottle of it there on my belly button there where I got that hernia. It did bring it down about 2 inches. So there's only about an inch sticking out. So that was amazing stuff. But now I need to order some more of that, and it literally just hurts to sit here.
Ivermectin.
I understand.
Ivermectin, Randall.
Yeah, well, I'm going to work on that when I get to the hospital over here. I'm going to tell them I need some of that. We'll see how that works out for me.
Damn it.
Yep. So are we, everybody happy now? We kind of covered a lot of stuff. Shall we end this session and I can end the stream?
Well, all I can tell you is you are definitely an outlaw talking about the stuff you talked about in Canada.
Great picture idea.
Well,
You can run however long you want. However you got people in here with a discussion, you can run as long as you want, DJ.
I am.
Get earlier from here, DJ.
I was born in May, so I'm a Taurus. So I'm I don't know what the terminology. I'm stubborn, and I guess I love my country, but I hate my government, both federal and provincial, and I've always been kind of a rebel.
Well, get rid of the government. People will get along just fine. Nobody will be oppressed.
We, in Canada, we have more bureaucrats, government people than you guys do in the States there per population. So, yeah, we're bloated when it comes to bureaucracy.
It sounds like you have a little bit more Chinese influence up there, too.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I wonder if you just moved in Canada.
Say again?
I said, I was just wondering if you dudes in Canada, if y'all have the y'all have shotgun rights, right?
Well, so far.
Well, I was just wondering, do y'all have the judge up there too?
Do we need a permit for a shotgun?
We need permits for everything.
There you go.
Yeah, but I mean, do y'all have to have? Can y'all have the judge up there too?
Judge? How do you mean judge?
It's a pistol that shoots shotgun shells.
Oh, we can't. Handguns are prohibited.
They don't have any handguns. They've been stripped of handguns, Brad.
By that piece of shit Trudeau, tyrannical cockbag.
It would be legal.
I have a different term, but I won't use it on here.
Taken away from us. They're trying to take away from us right now as well. There's a couple other stations in there. 84KIP.
Yeah, comment. Go.
84 WRA. DJ, is your crime rate and murder rate down?
No, it's actually gangs don't listen to. They don't follow the laws. We have a lot of trouble in the bigger cities. Media doesn't report it, but there's a lot of different, Puerto Rican gangs, Chinese, Korean. There's a lot of different gangs, and there's a lot of shootings and that. So, but the media doesn't cover a lot of it.
Man, Trudeau has a punch me face too. I'd like to just sock him square in the face.
Well, Trudeau is a Marxist, communist, dictatorship-loving tyrant and a narcissistic, pathological liar. That's my opinion of him.
Oh, you nailed that right on the head. And we got a government just like that.
And
you just tell us how you really feel about him.
I won't. I do use that. I do use the F word on the radio when I really get pissed off, but I'm not going to use it here. But when I do that, I always afterwards say, I identify as a liberal politician because then I'm not accountable for anything I say or do.
I like that.
Well, you just had to make up a new word for here, like Siskel bomb.
And Christia Freeland, she is a piece of work. She was smiling and giggling when she locked the bank accounts of about 200 people that had donated to the trucker convoy.
Yeah, and didn't they also have that old Nazi guy come over in Parliament and they all cheered for him?
Yep, Waffen SS Nazi.
Hey, DJ, do you guys have a capacity maximum on the shotgun?
Yeah, 3 rounds.
Bird gun and skeet shooting gun. That's what I got.
I was going to tell you, get a bulldog.
I have a tactical shotgun.
The pump that can handle 3-inch slugs and hold 5-6 rounds.
Go ahead, comment.
Kilo 2, Charlie Papa Kilo. How do you receive?
Sounding good.
I had a question for you. Up in Canada, how does the election process work? It seems like Trudeau has been the Prime Minister for forever, and he has all these negative 4 poll numbers. How does the elections work?
It's the same as the British. We have 338 members of Parliament. There's seats, and across Canada, there's so many sectors that represent the seats. Toronto has the most, along with Quebec, the East Coast, Ontario, and you get out to Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Alberta, they don't have as many seats. So a lot of times when there's an election and the votes go towards the Liberals, there's enough seats garnered that they have either a minority or majority, and then the rest of Canada, really, there's not enough seats to make any difference. But this last election, the elections were never set in any time. So if they decided that, we're very popular, we've been in power for 3 years, let's call an election. So they would call an election, and in 30 days, it's 30 days, I believe, then they would have an election. It doesn't go on for a year like what you guys do. But this last one, he called an election because there are some things that were going to be coming out, and he didn't want that information coming out, mainly to do with the Edmonton lab where they were taking some stuff from there to Wuhan. So you kind of get an idea of what I'm referring to there. But anyhow, so he didn't get a majority. He got a minority government. Well, the NDP with Jagmeet Singh decided to help them out, and they were propping up the Liberals. So between the Liberals and the NDP, they had enough seats that they could continue to govern, and the Conservative Party of Canada and the Greens and the Bloc and the PPC couldn't say anything. So that's that's how Trudeau is in power right now, because of Jagmeet Singh and the NDP. The only reason NDP, Jagmeet Singh, is trying to hold on is because I think after 2 terms, then he can get a pension. But so that's how that is. But when Harper was in power, which was the Conservative Party of Canada leader, he was in power. They had brought forward legislation that I think it's every 4 years they have to have an election. So by law, the next election will be in 2025. So, but if the NDP decide that they're not going to support Trudeau and there's a no confidence vote, then the government would fall, and then they would have to have an election. So that's how that goes. But that's how he's propped up, is because of the NDP.
How long has Trudeau been in office?
2015, I believe.
Do you all have term limits?
Nope. And the other thing is that we have a lot of politicians, MPs, that were never born here. They immigrated from other countries, and now they're MPs, and they're dictating, making policy or being cabinet ministers and having a portfolio. And where's their allegiance to Canada or to their former country?
That's like what we got going on now with that Rashida Tlaib twat and a couple others there, pardon my French.
Yep, exactly.
Well, you also got, who was it out there, San Francisco? They got a communist Chinese in charge of the Western Commission.
Yeah, what could go wrong there?
Well, Biden works for the CCP.
So does, well, actually, if you guys have seen some of the stuff on the WEF, World Economic Forum, and Klaus Schwab actually having a get together, and it was on stage with another individual saying that we have infiltrated, we have young politicians, we have infiltrated half of the cabinet in Canada under Trudeau. So half of the cabinet is infiltrated by the WEF. So that's who they're getting their marching orders from. We didn't elect Klaus Schwab or the WEF.
Yeah, and then they're sending all these foot soldiers over across our border here.
So then we have the war over in Ukraine, which is nothing but a money laundering deal. CIA, the military industrial complex. It's big money.
That's absolutely right.
I'm pretty sure that McConnell works for the CCP too.
Yeah, he's brain dead, man. I think he stepped down the other day.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he'll be done in November. I wish he's up now.
Well, anyhow, guys, this is my opinion. This is what I put out there, and hopefully we get some more people, to realize that the government is not our friends. They are not out to help us. They just tax us. We are taxed beyond belief, and now with this carbon tax supposed to go up again 1st of April, it's really getting desperate here in Canada. So we'll see what happens. And this arrive scam thing is really starting to take off, and the RCMP's, I don't have much faith in the RCMP just because of everything that's happened, but hopefully there's some good individuals in that organization that will take a look at this, and there should be charges, because this was supposed to have been an $80,000 app, turned out to be close to $60 million. There's two guys did no work whatsoever, and they've been friends of Trudeau, and they've been, since he got into power in 2015, they got $250 million in contracts, and they don't do anything. They just sub it out to others. So two guys, $250 million they've gotten over 9 years here. So yeah, the corruption in Canada here is beyond belief. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo, Bravo Charlie.
That's like looking in a mirror, anyone else.
Well, I hope they don't prosecute you there, DJ. I hope you don't end up in a gulag or something, or mysteriously commit suicide, man. I really hope that you stay safe. WB4LOL.
Well,
Concerned.
With the policies, the Bill C-18 and C-30, I forget which ones they are. That's what they want to do. I wouldn't be able to say any of this, because that would be considered a hate crime against the government. So I would be fined and imprisoned for life.
Let's hope that doesn't happen, because you're giving everybody the word.
Well, I'm one of a lot of different ones on YouTube. There's a lot of different people out there. Some of them can't operate on YouTube anymore, so they've gone to Rumble and Odyssey. So I don't know. This may be flagged, and you may not see me on YouTube.
I'm expecting that, actually.
Yeah, so am I. We'll just see how far it goes.
Well, I wish you the best luck, man. Enjoy and have a great afternoon. Well, your evening, or our evening, Katie. Or WRH.
Yeah, can you get your YouTube channel again?
You can either go for my QRZ page or YouTube itself. My call sign is Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie, VA3KBC. And like I said, on my QRZ page, there's a lot of links there that are quite interesting. You guys might appreciate them. And any of you guys want to use those links on your QRZ page or just pass them on to friends, you're welcome to do that.
Yeah, I just looked at that link on Twitter about the woman or the nurse with the codes on the vial. I hope this doesn't turn out to be fake, but it certainly should gain the attention of everyone.
You got the Canadian prepper on there. He's pretty good.
Yeah. What's he called? The plebe.
Faith?
I subscribe to a lot of guys. Timcast.
Anyway, DJ, thank you for what you're doing.
I appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
In Newburgh, North Carolina, I hear you quite well down here. You got a great signal, KD4WRH.
Well, it's a 3-element beam for 40, 20, and 17, and 500 watts.
And it's working.
Yeah, KD8MUK. Yeah, DJ, thanks a lot. And and P.S. in case you didn't see the comment, your audio on the stream sounded just fine. I thought. So yeah, you'd have to critique that. But anyways, yeah, I think I'm going to have to take a break here myself. So I'll say 73s to everybody, and look forward to everybody next week.
Well, thank you. And yes, 7-3 everybody. I got a couple pork chops I got to get prepared and some salad and that, so I got to get that going. I have a griddle. I've been doing all the cooking, and I just really love the griddle. So 7-3 everybody. I'm going to end the stream here, and as I'll end it as I always do with the Spock hand signal saying live long and prosper, and hopefully we can do this again next week if I'm not in prison. Victor Alpha 3 Kilo Bravo Charlie, going that away.
Thank you, DJ.